Running back again like a DJ. And come talk it up. Candy, sincerity. Sean J, you know the team. New vibes come every week. New topics come and see. Big money, big business. Free game, come get it. We come together and keep winning. We winning, come talk with us. Show us your love. Keep our episodes on replay. Running back again like a DJ. Come talk with us. Show us your love. Keep our episodes on replay. Running back again like a DJ. And come talk with us. Come talk with us. Come talk with us.
Hey everybody, come on in. Look, come on in. Yes, come on in the room. For those of you guys who have no idea where you found yourself, who got a theme song? While we online doing this, girl, I'm Candy Sincerity Johnson.
And I'm Sean Johnson.
And together we do a whole lot of things. But when you see us right here at this here table, girl, we got some good conversation. We having a good time. Girl, this is the part of the evening when you unhook your bra, girl.
Come on now.
You put your wig on your nightstand. You understand what I'm saying? For the gentlemen folk, you take them, you unsnap them partials and you put them in the cup. Right there by the nightstand, this is the best part of your night. So buckle up, Buttercup. You're in for a ride.
Yes.
Yes.
You want to say some hello?
Yes.
So, Nika said, girl, the caption. Ooh, wee. Okay.
Yes.
So, hello, Miss Glenda, Onika, Lisa, Linda, Tracy, Michelle, Rita. That's all I can see for right now, best friends. I just logged in. So please don't get upset if I don't say your name, but I just came into the comment section.
Yeah.
But hello, Miss Trifina, Miss Shirley. Hello, best friends. How are you guys?
Shout out to all of the best friends watching live. Shout out to all of the best friends of the best friends.
Yes.
Shout out to all of our subscriber best friends and everybody who will catch this video as a replay. We love each and every one of you guys.
Absolutely.
And we're so glad you're here.
Yes.
Listen, we got a good station for you.
Yes.
We got a good look, Sean, poofing it up. Girl, I like it when you do that.
This little piece of hair that
do that again.
That was, you gotta, fix
Ooh,
fix
it's
her.
that part right there,
Fix
girl.
her so
Do
she
it
go
again.
where she's supposed to go.
Thank you for the stars, best friend. Do it again, girl. I like that, girl.
This little flip right here, this little filler, this little something that do something like that.
Yes. Thank you for the stars, Miss Debbie, subscriber best friend. Miss Debbie, thank you very, very much for the stars.
Kiera said that caption, his girlfriend gets on my last nerve.
Girl, look. When the situation jumped off, I put a pin in the conversation and I meant to double back. But then life started lifing. We got busy and I forgot.
Right.
Then the conversation circled back around and one of my friends brought it up and I said, whoa. I told Sean,
go ahead and talk about it.
I said, whoa, girl, the streets are still talking. So since they still talking, girl, we ain't weighed in with our 2 cents.
Okay.
So we gonna tell you what thus saith Candy and Sean, girl.
Yes.
So, So what happened for the people who don't know, girl? What happened?
Right. For those best friends that scratching their head like, I don't know what happened, what's going on. Let me fill you in. So recently there was a live on Instagram where Tyrese, okay, we love Tyrese. Hey, baby boy. Tyrese was on live with his girlfriend. I hope I say her name right. I don't know if it's Zeely or Zelly because I haven't heard it pronounced, but
young lady.
Yeah, young lady, Miss Zeely Timothy. And they were sitting on Instagram live and they were talking. And they went into this story, or Tyrese was getting ready to go into the story about how they met. We've done it.
Yeah.
Other people have done it. People always be like, well, how did y'all meet? How did you guys get together? So he goes on to say, he's like, well, I slid up in her DM, how the cool guys do. I slid in her DM, you know what I'm saying? She in the background, all on his shoulders and rubbing on the shoulders,
she
stuff like that.
And touching, girl.
Kikiing and, whatever. And so he tries to say, I slid in her DMs and things like that, tried to pull up, and she cuts him off and was like, he was not my type at all. Matter of fact, my type was actually Paul Walker. Rest in peace. Girl, honey, honey, when I tell you Tyrese's face went from this to like you could at first, when I first saw it, I thought he was playing. He's an actor, you know? So I thought that he was just kind of like, here she go, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. But he was like, no, stop touching me, get off of me. Like he was trying to shut it down. She continues on and on and on with it, explaining how he was not her type. She didn't think he was attractive. He was old, all this other type of stuff. Put her hand over his mouth to hush him and all of the things on Instagram Live. How you don't know how to read the room and know what's going on?
Girl, can I be honest? Is this a safe space, best friend? Is this a safe? So when I first seen the video, I started deducting points from the onset. When I first seen the video, I started to immediately deduct points because although I'm 100% woman, I have the fortunate perspective of being able to look at things from a masculine lens.
Okay.
You know, and then I also am graced with a total of 6 brothers. I got 5 on my dad's side and 1 on my mom's side. So I have been around men, and I've heard men who have nothing to gain from the woman that's in the room being their sister. I've heard them speak freely.
Okay.
And I've heard them talk about women, and I've heard them talk about how they perceive women. So I started deducting points from sis immediately. I said, uh-oh. I said, okay, everybody starts off with 100 points in the game. Okay? Ladies, you might learn something tonight. Everybody starts off with 100 points in the game.
Okay.
If he try to talk to you and y'all vibing or whatever the case may be, and he really feeling you, he like you, you automatically, it's almost like, here's what it's like, ladies. You know how when you were in elementary school, the teacher says, everybody starts the year off with an A+.
Definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's up to you, students, to maintain your A+ average.
Right. Whether you're going to keep it or you're going to lose it.
Right? So whatever grade you end up at the end of the school year is what you have earned. Okay? So, ladies, in the eyes of a man, in the eyes of most studs, not all men, but most men, in the eyes of most studs, you know, you usually start off the game with 100 points. You have an even 100 points. Now, there are things that you can do. There are things that you can do that will allow us or cause us to have to, we gotta subtract some points.
Can I ever add points?
No, 100 is the most. You can't. There's nothing higher than an A+. You understand what I'm saying?
I thought you could get extra credit.
No, you can't get extra credit. No, you cannot get extra credit. No, you cannot get extra credit. And I would argue the point, ladies. Now this is gonna help somebody out because somebody's trying to figure out why it ain't work out.
Okay.
And why it keep not working out. Somebody's trying to get to the bottom of things.
Okay.
So what can happen, ladies, is oftentimes, depending on what category we're examining things from. Okay. Oftentimes, when you lose points, you cannot regain those points. Yes. Those points are gone for the ever. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, what sis has now done is she have knocked herself down in rank. You know, see, I don't know nothing about the military, although I did go visit a military base last week. I don't claim to know anything about rank. I don't know I know you can go up. I don't know if you can go down. I don't know. But what sis has done is she has knocked herself down in levels. We're deducting points.
Okay.
So that one statement eliminates her from ever being his wife.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're lucky, sis, if the relationship, and I haven't looked at a follow-up on this story as it has developed. You're lucky if you can. You're lucky if, I love the passing of the notes at the table, y'all. I love it. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's finna get good. Excuse me. You're lucky if you remain in relationship with him. Mm-hmm. Because what I probably would have done at this stage in the game, mm-hmm. at 40 years of age, mm-hmm. is I probably would have bid her goodbye. After that, but me being me, I wouldn't have done it on live because then that's messy boots. That can go a lot of different ways. That's making it even worse. Stands the most to lose. However, after the live, there's a conversation. There's a strongly worded letter. There's a conversation. Mm-hmm. What you got?
So you said something, and it quickened something in my remembrance.
Remember, I told y'all, best friends, I said, buckle up, Buttercup, you're in for a ride.
So, best friends, you heard Candy say mm-hmm. that did knock her out of the possibility of becoming a wife, right? Because she said he was not her type.
That's right. That's correct.
In the beginning.
That's correct.
Now they're together, supposedly, in loving bliss and whatnot. So it brought something to my remembrance on how Candy and I started dating.
I was there.
And how Candy stated to me that I was not her type. And that she was not checking for me at all.
Who said that?
So would that have given me the right to knock her down in rank to say, oh no, you're no longer able to be a wife?
Who said that?
But we was married. I was married now. We was married.
Who said that?
You said that.
I said that to who?
You said that to me and to the best friends and to people.
I said that.
You had said.
Let's get the story straight. Shall we? Kiera said, woo.
Oh.
Well, let's get the story straight. Because we got a live studio audience.
Okay. I'm listening.
There's 119 souls in the church.
There's 120 now. I'm listening.
120 souls in the church.
I'm listening.
Pass the offering. Okay, so what is the story?
The story is...
What happened?
Latanya said, it's the who said.
Who said that?
When we were only best friends, we best friends.
Who? Me and you?
You and I.
Sean and I were best friends for what? 2 years before we started dating?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Sean just couldn't get enough, and she just kept, girl. She couldn't get enough. Girl, and who could blame her, girl? She couldn't get enough. We were best friends for over 2 years in college. Mm-hmm. Sean kept checking for me, and I kept saying, girl, you can't get enough. Girl. And Sean kept saying, I can't.
I said that for real. That's what I said for real.
It was the voice. It was like that. I can't. I said, girl, you can't? She said, no, I can't. How do you remember the story that happened?
I might have said that I was really into you. Like when I initially met you, my mind said you was not in the friend zone from day one. But I was placed
had
to the friend zone.
How did you see it, Black?
Oh, here she goes. But the point of the matter is, okay, best friends, I was not Candy's type. Candy was into the tall, fair skin, long hair, high maintenance type of a woman. Okay, She's not that.
Right.
She's not that.
So, in fairness, when I said, now keep in mind, we're judging me based on what I said over 20 years ago. Okay. Mm-hmm. So let's start there. So half my life ago is when I said it. Okay. So when I said that Sean was not my type, what I really meant, best friends, and I'm not just saying it just because she's here. My friends will tell you, people that I was friends with back then will tell you, when I said Sean was not my type, what I meant was Sean was not the type of woman that I dated at that time. Mm-hmm. Sean is 100% accurate in saying, yes, my girlfriends at the time were taller than me. They were very feminine women, very fair-skinned women, very beautiful, long hair, very bougie, high maintenance, Gucci, Prada wearing, all of that. So I had a specific type of girl, daddy's girl. Mm-hmm. I had a specific type of woman or young lady that I dated. But I was at the point when Sean and I first got together where I was examining where I was and I didn't like the results that I had. Mm-hmm. Can I be honest, best friends? So when I said Sean was not my type, I had accepted the fact that, sis, maybe this type ain't working for you. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Look at where you've gotten with this type.
Yeah.
This type done ran over you. This type done cheated on you. This type is the reason why you spent the weekend, in jail. You see what I'm saying? So it was one of those situations where I had to examine myself and say, yeah, Sean is not my type, but there's a part 2 to the story. Mm-hmm. My type didn't get me the results that I wanted.
That's a fact.
And so my friend, Jacinta is her name, mm-hmm. but in the book, Moments of Redemption, this Jaleesa.
Jaleesa, yeah.
Right? So my friend Jaleesa was like, yo, this is what you need. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? She was the one who said, I know you and Sean are cool and you guys been hanging out and y'all been really, really good friends for a while, but Sean is really feeling you and you really should consider her. And I kept saying, well, I don't really want to mess up the friendship and this and that. Mm-hmm. So when I said it from a different vein than what this lady was talking about. This lady was just being blatantly disrespectful.
And this is what, and I'm also looking up because Candy makes a valid point.
Yeah.
Age and maturity plays a huge part.
I'm
trying to see how old this young lady is. She's 27.
So we gonna give her a little teaspoon of grace because of her age.
Okay.
We're gonna give her a teaspoon of grace because of her age. But we also live in a day and age, ladies, where a lot of these women are walking around thinking that their value is higher than it is. Mm. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's kind of like the difference between pesos and the dollar. Mm-hmm. One might be valued higher in one country, but over here, it don't hit that hard. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Over on Instagram, sis might be, worth $1 million over there. Mm-hmm. But over in real life, off of Instagram, sis, you bought a $30,000 a year chick for me.
So I also looked up baby boy's age. I don't know. He's going to always be baby boy to me.
Yeah.
So Tyrese is 44.
Okay.
27. 44. 17 years.
Yeah.
Major difference. Not to say I'm not, because I don't want nobody to be like, well, age is just a number. Okay, I get that. However, it does play a huge part. So I wonder if, fast forward the clock, if Miss Zaylee, whatever her name is now 40, okay, ripe old age of 40, will she see the situation the same way? If they still be together now.
Well, they're not going to be.
Okay, because
they're not going to be. And I'm not trying to speak ill on nobody's relationship, but they're just not gonna be. They're not compatible, and it's evident now. Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
But so I don't know. But my thing is, because a lot of people, some people will say, some people will say, well, that's her truth. That's her honest truth. It is. But if you on live and your man starts to say, or you see his demeanor shift, you probably should try to find a way to derail that thing or redirect the conversation or clean that up real good and be like, but I love him now. Like, do something, but you just kept going. She's not ready. She's not okay. So let me just be brutally honest. Can I tell the truth? Can we have a conversation? Please.
She's not qualified for the role. She's not qualified for the role. We have to deduct more points.
Whoa.
Okay. So one of the questions that Sean has never asked me, even to this day, she's never asked me. Sean has never said, out of all the women that you met, out of all of the women that you dated, why did you choose me? What qualities did you see in me that made you want to, number one, marry me? Because I've dated dozens of women. You understand what I'm saying? I married one. I've dated dozens of women. I had children with one. You understand what I'm saying? Sean never asked me the question, but there were certain qualities that I was looking for and that I never told anybody. And I seen evidence in Sean. And so this is what I'm telling you, ladies. There's an unspoken conversation that all masculine energy has. Studs, men, they all have it. Right?
You gotta school us today.
I'm telling you, there's an unspoken conversation. There's certain things that they look for depending on what stage of life they're in. Now, if they're young and they just looking for a good time, then there's certain traits, They want somebody who they're attracted to, who they having a good time with, who they feel is going to, create the least amount of drama and keep their mouth shut. Right. Those are the qualities, right? You ain't got to be able to cook. You don't have to be spiritual because we ain't looking for all that from you.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But when you get to the point where you're looking for something long term, you're looking for companionship, you're looking for all of these things, then the qualities increase, right? So I wasn't initially looking for a spouse. I wasn't looking for marriage. You understand what I'm saying? But Sean showed up and she did certain things that made me scratch my head and be like, this is a bomb girlfriend. Right? Because when Sean and I got together, I was 21, 22, something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
So I was like 21, 22. And so I was like, this is the kind of woman that I really want to commit to because she's able to consider me. She thinks about me. She thinks about how her actions impact me. She's thinking about my needs, my wants. She's interested in making me happy. She's not leading the conversation all about me. What's in it for me? What I want. All of my ex-girlfriends, majority of them, they were so spoiled from their parents and from their fathers and all of that. Everything that came out of their mouth was all about what they wanted. It was all about them. All about them. And so Sean came into the situation with the opposite energy. And so I told y'all best friends the story about how when we were in college, that last year of me being in school, we're on the phone in the middle of the night. It's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I told y'all the story. My little Sprint phone got cut off. So first thing that next morning, now it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, me and Sean had been on the phone for hours. So early that next morning, which I think was like a Saturday morning. I think it was like a Saturday morning. Sean didn't even have a car at the time. She get on the bus, go down to the payday loan place, take out a loan, go pay my cell phone bill. I'm still in my apartment asleep. My phone ring. And I'm like, how's my phone ringing? They cut my phone off. I don't get paid till Friday.
People call you to tell you?
Exactly. I'm like, I don't get paid till Friday. She said, I wanted to make sure you were good. Not only did I want to make sure I could talk to you because I missed you and I was enjoying our conversation, but it's not safe for you not to have no phone. I want to make sure you good. I was like, oh my God. Now keep in mind, best friends, I had women buy me Gucci, this or Louis Vuitton shoes or this or that. I have had women spend more money on me, take me on trips, all kinds of stuff. But it was the consideration of it all. It was the thoughtfulness of it all that made me look at Sean and be like, she's different. You understand what I'm saying? It was us going to sorority and fraternity parties and there's men in the room and they're very attracted to her. And they know that we together. So, men try her, right? And she not look at nobody else in the room but me. She wouldn't break eye contact with me. They didn't even exist to her. It was the times where, we would be out and we would be with our friends and she would make my plate and bring my plate to me and she would serve me and everybody else's husband would be off in the corner. It was people that we knew that were married at the time. And they would say, girl, he better get it himself. And I used to say, and y'all ain't gonna be married long. Or he gonna be cheating before the end of the year.
He used to be like, girl, what is you doing that for?
You understand what I'm saying? So all of those best friends were things that made me be like, let me go ahead and make sure she's maintaining them points. She was maintaining those points. Sean knew that I was a homebody. I have the ability to be social and be out and be a good time. And I could be entertaining. I can make people laugh and have a good time. But majority of the time, 80 to 90% of the time, I want to be left alone. I want to be at home. I want my girl. I want my kids. And I want the rest of the world to leave me be.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not mean, but it's one of those situations where, this is my little comfort zone.
Your little bubble.
This is my little bubble. And so Sean knows that. And so Sean embraces that. And so she know when she want to go skydiving or when she want to do something crazy, she knows she better find one of our sorority sisters or one of our friends or whatever, because I'm not that person. She even know when we go to theme parks, I'm sitting over there holding the coats. I'm not.
Here's all of our coats.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not girl, listen, look, I'm not getting on no doggone ride. I'm not doing it. You see what I'm saying? So we balance each other out. She knows who I am and I know who she is.
She knows me better than I know myself sometimes.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But you don't get here, best friends, by entertaining somebody in the early stages, that's selfish. And everything is all about them. Or they come at you or even publicly say, yeah, you're not my type. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't even. Now, if you ask, because I seen a video where somebody else did commentary on this subject. And he was like, yeah, you know, Buddy will probably still mess with her, but he'll never marry her. And, you know, it just really won't go that far. I wouldn't even waste my time. Why? My time is just as valuable, if not more valuable.
Some people just don't want to be alone.
It's billions of people in the world.
It is. But some people will tolerate stuff just because they don't want to be alone. They don't like the feeling of being by themselves. And they don't know how to function in that solo world. I don't know if this is his story or not, but there are genuinely people like that. If anybody feels comfortable saying, because listen, I used to be like that. Like I used to just jump from one situation to the next situation to the next. Because I just liked being around people. I liked company. I liked...
You like the chase.
That's it.
Yeah. I know.
But at some point in time, you have to get to a point where you can just sit down and just be quiet and be by yourself and figure that thing out.
Facts.
And didn't Tyrese just recently break up with somebody? Didn't he just recently break up with somebody?
I don't know, but the fact that he in his mid-40s and she's in her mid-20s, that says a lot. Because how you going to get mad at her for having the young, immature, childish response if that's the stage of life that she's in? Far too often we see men wanting to court and date and marry these young girls, and then you get mad at them for being exactly who you married them to be. Exactly. If you want a grown woman, you got to deal with a grown woman and all of her isms. A lot of times a 40-something-year-old man don't want a 40-something-year-old woman because that 40-something-year-old woman got expectations that he don't want to honor. You understand what I'm saying? You can find some 40-something-year-old women that look better than these 20-year-old girls.
Facts.
You understand? So it's not about the physical. Oftentimes that 40-something-year-old woman is looking for you to have your together on a whole nother level. And it's not to say that he don't, but he does at the bank. But there's areas of his life that are clearly undeveloped, and it showed up in that video.
Yeah.
Because his ability to be able to choose or select a mate, I mean, you put her on camera, we wouldn't even have known y'all was talking. So if you were still vetting this chick out, you wouldn't have put her on camera. You displayed her before the world. So you thought in your mind as a man or as masculine energy, you thought you found the one.
And she completely embarrassed the whole situation. Bobby said, isn't he in the middle of a divorce? I believe that he is.
I don't know.
Don't quote me on that. I believe he is.
But that's even more silly. Because if he's in the middle of a divorce, let me tell you how sis could come up for, infidelity. You can get extra money.
You're technically being unfaithful if you're still technically married.
That's a public display.
Yep.
Girl, I would ride that all the way to the bank, but, she's clearly not. The wife, I don't know the wife. But, if she paid for a consultation, I would probably be able to get her in contact with a good attorney. I'm just saying. Because we get to the money over here.
So let's see. Kathy said emotional intelligence is very important. It doesn't come without you doing your work. That's any relationship. That's true. Kiara said, yes, he's still getting divorced from the second wife. Rochelle said his divorce is final. So it's up in the air whether or not his divorce is final or not.
But it sounds like even if it's final, it's fresh.
Yeah.
So, it seemed like he needs to sit down and do some work.
And then I also wonder, because his reaction looked so raw and so in the moment. I wonder if he knew. I wonder if he knew this before that live.
I don't think he did.
I don't think he knew that before that live.
I don't think he did. I don't think. No. He was too hurt. And then in my mind, I'm like, girl, do you know who Tyrese is?
Right. Are you crazy?
Do you know Pepsi commercial? Do you know Baby Boy? Girl, do you know Sweet Lady? Girl, sis, sing Sweet Lady. I mean, you a little young. So maybe you was in like 4th grade when Sweet Lady came. I don't know. Do you know Zodiac sign?
Oh my God.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, see, that's why I'm telling y'all. This is the thing with this social media stuff.
LaTonda said she wasn't born.
You understand what I'm saying? This is the thing with this social media stuff. Can I be honest, best friends? Y'all got these people out here thinking they're more valuable than they are. Girl, first off, let me tell you the truth. What that man say on that reel? How many millions of people got a blue check now? Because you can buy them.
Because you can buy
them for $15 a month.
Thank you for the stars, Miss Robin.
Thank you very much for the stars, best friends. So y'all out here giving a whole lot of credence and credit to people who really ain't got a whole lot going on. Y'all know there's like real life and there's like social media. Y'all know there's real life for the kids in the group. And then there's social media.
That's like take the filter off.
Exactly. Like Tyrese arrived. Okay? Like, girl, I don't know. So you sitting here acting like it's the audacity for me. Girl, you acting like he should be lucky.
She played him like he was washed up.
She was like, he old. She said he old.
She played that man like he was washed up, like he was lucky to be with her, and that she gave him the time of day. That was the air. That's what I got from her in just that little clip that I saw. I said, girl, mama thinks she is everything, okay?
Girl.
Miss Kathy, thank you so much for the stars.
Girl, me and my girls, let me tell y'all, see, I'm old school. Can I be honest? Let me tell you how this would have played out. If me and my homegirls back in the day seen Tyrese out at an event. You understand what I'm saying? See, I played basketball. So allow me to use that as an analogy.
Come on,
girl, we would have ran a triangle defense on him. Okay? Girl, we would have cornered him at the bar, and because we already know what the value is. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And it has nothing to do with me being a gold digger because I'm not a gold digger. But Tyrese is a valuable catch. He's very, very handsome. He's very, very talented. He seems like he's a good dude. You know, I know he's spiritual, you know, because different interviews and stuff that he's done, he's talked about his walk with God. So I know we will connect on that level. He has crazy access. Girl, me and my homegirls would have ran a triangle defense on him. We would have swarmed on him, and he would have been able to pick and choose who he was gonna talk to.
Yeah.
But we would have everybody would have made everybody in the group look good. Somebody would have came out with a number, with a date, something. You understand what I'm saying? Because we understand, we see the value there. We see the value there, but maybe that's because I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I see value where other people see problems.
Oh,
I can spot value where most other people spot a problem.
That went over somebody's head.
How you doing?
Loretta said average man would have had a different response. Expound, Loretta, what do you think the response would have been for an average man?
So an average man would have went off on her.
Yeah.
But Tyrese got too much to lose.
Yeah.
You know, he's got too much to lose. And so how he responded would have been highlighted in the news and the blogs and everything like that. The story would have no longer been what happened, but it would have been how he responded. Case in point, the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's no longer about what happened. It's how did you respond? You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very interested to see in a couple of weeks, days, months, whether or not we see something in the news. You know how the blogs go, and they be like, Tyrese breaks up with his girlfriend. And they got this picture of them with the little crack down the middle of the picture.
Yeah, like it's bro, girl. It wasn't ever together. I don't even think that that's blog worthy. I know that this story has been a trending topic. I do know that. But I don't think that this is going to go nowhere. I don't think that it's going to be announced that they ain't together no more. And I will say this, Tyrese. The ladies like my point system, Tyrese. So I will say, moving forward, we will be deducting points from you men as well, according to how you move. So we're starting you off, Tyrese, with 100 points.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want to have to shave off 15 to 20 points if you stay with the scallop.
Oh, they said, look, best friends were saying, Kiara and LaTonda said they'll be together because they've broken up and gotten back together. They've split up one time already.
What verse in the Bible do we talk about poom poom? What verse in the Bible? We've been diving deep into our word, best friends. We have been diving deep into our word because we have been working on our spiritual walk.
Yes, we have.
What verse of the Bible talks about the power of poom poom? Because see, he's under a spell at this point. If this be true, best friend, then see, he got to come up out of that. We need to invite Tyrese to our consecration.
Oh, come on.
He needs to stop with the premarital sex right now. Ooh. He needs to go his 21 days with us. Mm-hmm. For those of y'all who don't know, starting Monday, we starting our consecration. Mm-hmm. We're doing 21 days. All the details is outlined on the page. Yes. He can come up out of this mess. We can help him up out of this mess if he just will turn.
He's clear.
He's just not seeing. He need clarity.
Oh, see Erica now?
Yeah, girl.
She said, boom, boom, costs.
It costs, but we need to be able to quote it.
Right.
We gotta quote it. Cause see, that's just my, my 2 cents based on my life experience. But I'm sure somewhere along the line, God spoke about, mm-hmm. your boo. He spoke about it somewhere.
In those words,
he didn't call it that. But I'm sure there's somewhere over the rainbow that he spoke about boom boom.
Got you. I'm gonna be looking for that.
Yeah.
Rochella said he's hurting because of how his wife left. Yeah, it goes back to
what happened with the wife?
Talks about how to do the root work. You
gotta heal.
To do the root work. Because you're just going to keep putting Band-Aids over the same infected, nasty sore. And it's just going to keep oozing. And it's going to be a mess.
You could tell he was triggered. When she said that, you could look in his face and tell that he was triggered.
You could tell he was hurt.
You could tell that he was triggered. It triggered something in him. And so I don't know if he deals with issues of feeling inadequate. Mm-hmm. And so he keeps jumping from situation to situation to situation to situation. But to your point, he's got a lot of root work that he need to do.
He does.
We all got root work we need to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We all do. Yeah. We dealing with some of our spiritual root work at 7 a.m. Yes. On the page, girl. If y'all have not been tuning in, you're doing yourself a strong disservice.
Missing out.
Because, girl, we've been getting to it over there.
Baby Candy almost had me pulling off on the side of the road this morning trying to take notes.
I don't know, but it is available for the replay. But yeah, so I don't know, best friends, as it relates to him. Mm-hmm. So do y'all think, so there's some people who say they're going to stay together or they're going to break up and get back together. Mm-hmm. But I now think that he has reached a level with her that there's no turning back from. That's what I said. Yeah. You deducting points. Right. So even if he continues with her, he's never going to marry her, I don't think. He would be foolish to do so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's that. Yeah.
That's something else, honey.
Mm-hmm. So to summarize what she said about him not being her type, mm-hmm. and what I said were 2 different things.
Yeah, it was.
I
broke it down like that.
Yeah, because I knew I needed something different. Mm-hmm. I knew I needed something different. But yeah. And that's why it's lasted.
Erica said, I pulled over this morning and it was the replay. Great job, best friend.
Ooh, come on, you pulled over.
See what I told you?
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Mm-hmm. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate y'all. Well, I'm gonna keep giving y'all, what I got as much as y'all want it. Y'all want it every day. I try, to give you a little something every day. So as long as y'all keep showing up at 7 a.m., I'll keep pouring.
What's up?
Yes, girl.
What else you got for the best friends?
That's it. I had fun.
I did.
Can I be honest?
We had one of these conversations.
Yeah. We're gonna keep this going. The nightly conversation, we got to kick back and have a good time, get together and sit at the table and all of that good stuff.
So fun.
Yes. You got anything else? Yep. We love you guys. We got some orders to pack. I'm gonna help Sean pack up some orders. Shout out to everybody who's been shopping like crazy on the Sincerity Johnson side. You guys been shopping live. You've been shopping the website. Don't judge. The website is empty.
I did add, there's some new stuff on there.
Oh, you added some stuff?
I did. I added some new stuff. And there's also going to be some new stuff tomorrow, too.
Oh, well, let me zip my lips. Okay. Okay, well, Sean has some new items that are coming. Mm-hmm. I do know that there was a delivery that came on yesterday, so I know there's some new things to be seen over the next couple of days. So yeah, so you guys stay tuned for that. And we love you guys. So have an amazing night, and I will see you guys on this page, 7:00 Central Standard Time. 7 a.m.
There you go.
7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Good night, best friends.